Hi, I'm Mark with Harbeke Marketing, and in this video I'm sharing 2 tips to make your life easier when you're building product and service pages in Squarespace that are medium to long in length. And this usually means adding a lot of information in the additional info section of the page. Let's jump over to Squarespace. So here I am in the Squarespace backend for the newest service that I've added to my website, and we're talking about the additional info section. So I'm going to click on that. So my first tip is that you want to save often, and this is especially true if you're adding one or more buttons. So here's a button towards the bottom of the page for Schedule a Live Demo, which opens a separate browser tab for my Calendly page. And if you're in a situation like this, you have to be very careful because if you hover over the actual text, it changes to the hand icon being pointing. And if I were to click it right now, it would open the link. But the bad thing about that is that would make it so that you leave the Squarespace backend and the browser is going to pull up the actual link. So every time I add a button, when I hover over it as if I'm going to work on the block again, I always make sure to click it on the right, and then that will let me choose the options. I can edit it, remove it, or do different things with it. For the second tip to set this up, I'm actually going to jump over to my service page, my live page. So as you probably know, if you've worked on these pages at all, towards the top you have an order now or add to cart or whatever your call to action is. That's built in. But then starting here and going down from here is where you could add another basically duplicate link of add to cart or buy now or whatever it is. You could add it further down the page. This is helpful if you have a medium to long page and you want to repeat the call to action to maximize sales. So one thing that I've done on this page, I'm actually going to jump back over to the back end. If I was to hit the plus at the bottom, and one of the blocks that you can add is product, and that's where you can repeat that add to cart button or whatever the call to action is. And I've noticed that it's been kind of glitchy. So one workaround that I've done lately is to add a button block. So in this block towards the bottom where it says order now, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to edit it. And instead of linking it to an actual URL, you can put hashtag top, click out of it and save. Then on the live site, what's really great is that it will just bounce it back to the top. So if somebody gets to the bottom of my page, they hit order now, they're brought back up to the top where they can take an action to buy now, add to cart, whatever you have it set as. If you work with product and service pages in Squarespace that have a lot of information, I hope you find this helpful. If you do, please share this with somebody who could benefit from it. Thanks.